Everyone, and welcome back. So I'm giving something different a go this time, and we're going to be playing into what everyone's been doing. It's London 2012. So not the easiest thing to do. So first off, you really want to play this controller. My controller, which I've just gone out, had to wipe off because of the amount of dust that was on this controller. Because I don't play that usually. I play keyboard and mouse. But this game is really meant for a controller. So from the very off, I am reduced to a keyboard and mouse, which is not a good start. It's not a good start at all. So we are reduced to that first off. So could be interesting. But I have downloaded this about an hour ago. And then I spent 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, giving a few of the games a go. Basically, I went into the field events and tried a few of them. High jump, discus, things like that. Haven't really got to massive grips. I just wanted to know how the controls would work. How I could do it on keyboard and mouse because I can't do it properly on controller. And just see how well I could do. And then I'm gone straight in. The camera's just been turned on straight away and we've gone from there. So if this goes wrong, that's why. I never played this originally. I've not played it since. This is the first time I've ever had this on my computer. I downloaded it an hour ago. So will this go well? Well, given that my name is Amusingly Average, maybe I'll be average. Anyway, let's get into it and have a look. So the first fun thing to say here is you're probably noticing my lips are moving there and it's not what I'm saying here, and that is because I found out after doing this that everything was mute and that my actual microphone was disconnected. So I've come in afterwards to dub this because, hey, I did not want to waste the footage. I didn't think it was right, and why have I not gone over it? Why have I not put my camera of me saying this over this to make it look like I did it all well? Well, I'm Amusingly Average. The point of me being a bit shit is kind of with the game. But hey, we're going into this. Now, this was my favourite event when I was practicing in the discus. So I'm not too bad with this. Actually, one of the events I actually did for varsity at university as well. This was a varsity event for me. Took me some time on here to figure out what I was doing, and I never actually used to spin like this at all in varsity. So straight off, look at that. So we've got a good angle. That, when it kind of shows it 2 or 3 times, you know you're doing well. And getting into the 70 plus straight away there. 70s are where we want to be. Now, obviously, the top people are probably in the 80s. I'm going to have to check when I get a chance. But being in the 70s is exactly where you want to be. We've got the power locked in there again. I never used to spin like that. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Perfect angle this time. And we're coming in, and here we go. Oh, there we go. That is a new world record. Now, obviously, that's a world record just for my copy. However, that's a goddamn world record. 74.88 is not something to be sniffed at all. In fact, I think with the Sidemen who do it, they're not that far off when it comes to it. The 74.93 is what is the world record for discus, at least in the copy I was able to find, which was Ethan that's got it at the moment. So 74.84 is basically bronze, even with the Sidemen who play this way more than I do, and this was like my first real attempt at doing this after practicing. So I will take that. I don't know where I am in the worldwide standings, but I'm hoping I'm somewhere. Good angle, not that great here. Not able to kind of replicate what I was doing. But still, 67. You know, it kind of goes down from there. And this is the problem when you celebrate. It just goes down. But yeah, like I say, this was one of my events. I did not used to spin. I would literally stand there and just throw it. And I still managed to play varsity athletics when I was at university. And there's the foul. I was waiting for that to come up because I remember doing that a few minutes ago. You hit the highs, you get the 70, you get the world record, and then you can't hit a goddamn thing. And this is kind of something that I found actually in real life, not going to lie. The amount of times I would do well, especially with the way I'd throw a discus. I would do things like this, and then somebody tried to make me spin once when I was at school because I discus from the school, and I literally nearly took people's legs off. And there you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, good angle. Every time you get a good angle, you get a perfect angle, it's going to give you that snap. We're over 70s again. So still, that's the second best throw I've done. That's the big way to know you've done well, by the way. If you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, that snap playback, you know you're doing well. I cannot remember what the hell I'm going on about right now. So you're seeing me getting really excited and everything. Yep, this is the shame for me. It's like putting someone as a pinned comment that has a go at you. This is me pinning myself for shame. I could have easily just put my face over there right now of me doing this, me recording this, watching it back, making it look so much better so you wouldn't actually see it. I could have just pretended I was playing at the time. You wouldn't have seen it. But no, I think it's far more fun to show just how bad I am at this stuff and just how crappy this was. It's not a good look, is it? It's not a good look. I have a gaming channel. I've had many more subscribers recently, but there we go. Clearly you're not coming to me for the ability to do anything. You're coming at me because maybe I make you laugh occasionally, probably because you're laughing at me. Let's be perfectly honest with this, I am well aware. I am well aware. But this is what you want to see when you get the flag, when you've got the new world record, absolutely. And that's my starting event to get that world record. Starting event to get that. Absolutely. This was a great way to start for me. Oh, I love it. I love the fact I'm talking and I have no idea what I'm saying. It's quite amusing to me. If anyone can lip read out there, actually, anyone that can lip read out there, please, in the comments below, tell me what the fuck I said. Tell me what I was saying. If anyone can lip read, anyone out there, you know, maybe you have deaf friends or deaf relatives and you know how to lip read. Tell me what I originally said. It would be quite amusing to figure out what I originally said because I have no idea, and it does amuse me. It does amuse me. But let's see. High jump. This is not one I was any good at as a kid. I was never a high jumper. Going in with the low there, 1.5. The only reason I did that is so that I could make sure I actually got a height. Because I think, especially in real life, I've never been able to do the Fosbury slot, which is him going over the back, by the way. That was made illegal immediately. Well, actually, they didn't have time to make it illegal. It's now the standard. Everyone used to jump over it front ways. That was the original way of doing high jump. This way of doing it over the back, which looks like it should be. Like, how does that work? If anyone knows the body mechanics of that, I'd love to know, because how does going over backward make it better? Because I would think the original way of doing this, which was just run up to it and dive, was way better. Okay. But high jump, not able to do this. This is not an event for me, at least not at the moment. Again, not played these ones for very long, but this is definitely not looking like it's going to be one for me. I think the throwing events, ironically, because I did throw at school and at university, it is quite funny to see that they are the ones that I'm doing pretty well at, because it's just life and imitating art, basically. And I was good at them in real life, and it was just going along with it. In with the high jump to get over. And I'm not good at that. So all I've cleared here is 188. The reason I went for 188 is because that is my height. I am 6'2", so I want to know if I could jump my height. I can tell you right now, in real life, I cannot. In real life, I would have struggled with 1.5. I cannot jump for shit. I am so bad. I can run long distance. I can do the splits. I can punch things relatively well. I can throw people from martial arts. I cannot jump to save my goddamn life. It's not that way anyway, not upwards. I can probably I can definitely throw myself because I can break fall. So I can throw myself forward, but this, not good. Getting up to the 190s was not a good idea, clearly, for me either. And look at this. So bad. That heel is just not getting there. So I just about got 188. Went up by 2 centimeters and could not sustain it, and I'm out there at 1.9. It's terrible. Given that I just hit the world record on my very first thing, I was kind of hyped at this point, and then to see myself go really badly down immediately, unable to continue that kind of momentum, clearly. Just not really up for these ones. But hey, now we're going to move on now to the women's high jump. Now this is the one I practiced. Weirdly enough, when I was practicing this, I didn't really practice the men's high jump. Like I said, I did like 20 minutes, half an hour of this at most. So I got like a couple of rounds with this one, and I practiced with the women's. That's the one I practiced with. So I'm a little bit more confident. So I've not gone at 1.5 here. I've actually gone a little bit higher because I was more confident. Yeah, 1.74. So immediately I'm like 20 centimeters higher just because I'm much more confident at being able to do it. Because the controls are exactly the same. It's quite funny that the controls are the same, and yet for some reason, maybe the size of the person is less to hit the bar. It is quite funny that I'm able to do that. I've gone up to 188 again, gone up to 6'2". And no, get that bum in the way. Not working. Not working. Look at this, straight and bang. I'm not even close there either. And this is an event that I've got to use my mouse for. Now, this is something I definitely mentioned in the event, when I recorded this first time, is that I have 3 screens in front of me. And the biggest problem with the 3 screens is that you have to have your mouse, for the keyboard and mouse to do this, your mouse is the thing that flicks up to give you that angle. But if I don't pay complete attention, and there's the 188, if you don't pay complete attention to where your mouse is, it can be on one of the other 2 screens. And quite a few times I actually did it. And I was not on the screen, and so it just fouls it. Or I am, and it's just come off the screen, and it's not very good at all. It's so bad, and that's where you can really muck up, because you just don't have space. So not good at all. But that's actually, it's a weird thing to have an issue with. If you've only got 1 screen in front of you, you're going to do way better. The fact that I have 3 screens, actually what really mucked me up here, because I have somewhere else that the mouse can be. And if you don't notice it straight off, it's not good. Going at 1.96 here. And, oh! See, I'm having to remember whether I did it. That's a new personal best as well. So that's, see, there's a massive difference there. I couldn't even hit 190 with the men's. With the women's, 196 personal best. Absolutely fantastic. So happy about that. It's way better for me there. Now, this is at the point you've now seen with the change of the screen that I realised that I had I'd zoomed in for other gameplay with GeoGuessr, but completely forgot that London 2012 is a complete screen view. So I've reduced it so you can see more of the screen here. I had the kind of the zoom in wrong, so you can see more of what I'm doing straight over on that one. So yeah, you can see more of the screen this time. So you've got a bit more. Not that it changed much. The angles, you know, you could see everything that you needed to beforehand, but now you can see the complete medal table and everything as well. A little bit better. There you go. You can see the whole thing you couldn't really before. Apart from seeing my face ranting and raving, not knowing what I'm doing. And I've just hit 2 meters. That was a personal best hit by another personal best. That was one after the other with personal best there, which I'll absolutely freaking take. Absolutely going to take that. Women's PB and then a PB again. Couldn't even get over 1.9 on the men's, getting 2 meters with women's, which is absolutely fantastic.
Well, this is for an Olympic record.
Like I said, the women's high jump, I found, and again, played it for about 20 minutes. Found it so much easier than the men's. Don't know why. Legitimately, if anyone out there knows the mechanics of the games better, because hey, it's not me. I don't know them better. If you know the mechanics of the games better, let me know. I'd be very interested. Is it that I'm just more confident because I practiced with the women's high jump? Is it that she's slimmer, so there's less of her to hit it? Like, is there a real reason as to behind why this should be happening?
Going clear when you hit the bar that hard.
I apologise that this is potentially jarring for some of you that are seeing my reactions and then hearing my voice. But I think it's kind of funny to do this. I'm not going to lie. I'm effectively roasting myself for being such a goddamn idiot. I'm having to watch this back. I'm putting myself through this torture of seeing myself muck up. So I finished on 2 meters there, 2 meters in height, well over my height in real life. The idea of being able to jump that and jump that backwards as well is crazy to me. So we've got 2 events left. We've got the men's javelin and then we've got the men's shot put. Both of these events I have done in real life. Like I say, as a child at school and at university for the athletics varsity, I did shot put, I did javelin, and I did discus all in real life. So here we go. Again, with the mouse, you've got to do it, and it's a perfect angle straight off. You can see that bang, 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 redoing it, perfect angle immediately, and we've immediately hit an Olympic record. Now, I don't know how near these Olympic records, world records, whatever, are on the kind of actual standings in the world. I think these are just kind of, these potentially could be the real world records for real life. I don't know what the real world record and the real Olympic record is for these, but that could be what they were in 2012. I don't know what the standings are in real time. I will have to look them up because I'd be interested to know just how well I do in real life, because that was good.
Well, the crowd
and
definitely
we've got
up
it
for
coming
this
up
event.
again.
Round 2.
Speed lock. Mouse back, mouse forward, and we've got the perfect angle twice in a row. Slightly better on the speed lock there. Look at this. We are coming in, and bang! That's the world record. 100.11. That is what we do. That was an Olympic record first throw, and then a world record second throw. Now, I really did not find this easy when I was practicing. I played 2 rounds and stopped playing it. So the fact that I came in and hit this bang, bang, was, you can see how excited I am. So the idea is you've got your mouse, you click, pull back, and push forwards. And that has to be dead straight, which is actually harder to do with a mouse than you'd think it is, because it's not how you're used to moving your mouse. So the fact that I did that straight off, I am ecstatic right now. But I was absolutely amazed that I could get anywhere near that. Now, if we put it in terms of like world rankings or or Sidemen or whatever, I know that for the Sidemen, gold is 101.33. I don't even think I'd qualify for a bronze, but I'd be interested to see how I am on the world rankings, because I know some of the Sidemen actually are in like the top 20, top 100 in the world on this. Good angle, and you can see there when you come through, that was a more natural angle for me to push the mouse forward, and that really messes it up. Because when you push it forward like that, it goes off at an angle, which is not good at all. You have to be dead straight back, dead straight forward. Has to be that. If you don't do it, it can just go in funny angles. It's just not helpful at all. And again, the other way. Tried to correct it, overcorrected it. I'm always amazed at how close people get, because people are still out there nowadays. There are a couple of times, I think even in the Olympics, that people have been hit with javelin. These, like, who does that? Who wants to be a camera operator or a judge for this? It just seems like a death wish. It just seems like the worst idea absolutely possible. Keeping out the green is a little bit harder than it looks when I was practicing, but after you get it, you're okay. Now here, I fouled. And you look, I look a little bit confused. The reason I look confused, I don't know what I've done wrong. As I was saying earlier, if you don't pay attention as to where your mouse is, this is why. I actually, my mouse was over to the left of me here. That's why I'm looking off screen to my recording suite. And I just highlighted my entire recording suite at this point. So instead of actually throwing the goddamn javelin, and who knows, I could have had an amazing record. Instead of doing that, I ended up highlighting everything to my left like a goddamn idiot. And this is where not having a controller really gets to you. You absolutely need a controller for this game. It's not even a kind of a want, it's almost a need for this. There's a few games you can obviously do okay with it, but yeah, absolutely you need a controller for this, because if you've got more than a one screen setup, it can be pretty bad. Again, good angle, but far reduced. If you get just off of centre and you're good angle, that's 2 degrees off, and off centre it's nowhere near. That's 73.55. The first 2 were perfect angles, and it was 95 and 100. So it makes a huge difference. But yeah, if you've got a single screen, this will be so much easier for you playing keyboard and mouse. For me, with multi-screen, and if many of you out there probably got multi-screen, it is not easy. It is far more difficult than you think, because you can't see the mouse. You cannot see your cursor on the screen. Now, there's probably a setting. Someone in the comments is probably going to go, oi, dickhead, go into the settings and you can make it see. But I don't know where that is. And I couldn't see it, so I could not get the setting. I could not see my cursor, and so I didn't even really know the kind of the angles as well. I had to really go from feel, which was so much more difficult, so much more difficult. So we're into the final event, which is men's shot put. We have had now 2 world records. We've got a world record with the discus, then we've got the Olympic record, and then world record with the javelin. and 2 meters with women's high jump, and only just 188 with men's high jump. So men's high jump far better at there. Now we've got Hamish Wilson, who is our man for shot put, coming in at low angle. This it always seems far more underwhelming because shot put. If anyone ever does shot put, but you try pushing that thing. It's bloody hard. And when I was at school and when I was at university, again, I never had this kind of spin round. I just stood there and threw it. That's just how my body works. If I tried spinning it, I'd take someone's kneecap out. It was not good for me. But again, this one's a pretty straightforward one, but can go wrong again. You're relying on your mouse to go forward. Perfect angle. Look at this. Dead on, perfect angle. And we have the world record again. Now I want to reiterate once again, I practiced this for 20 minutes, and then I've come in and hit world record, world record, world record. Now weirdly enough, again, these are all in the events that I have previously played in real life, that I was legitimately pretty good at. Like I say, I represented my school when I was younger, and then I represented my university in varsity athletics, doing javelin, discus and shot put. Those were my 3 events. Those were the ones that I did, the throwing events. So it's so amusing to me, that I can do that. Now again, 24, is that good in like the online space? I don't know. Maybe I get into the top 200 worldwide. I don't know. But for the game, it's not bad at all. Now, I don't know what these world records are. They're probably the real ones. So, but the idea of being able to hit them straight away. Now, there's probably some people going, oh well, yeah, you can hit them. They're really easy or whatever. But screw you, man. This was effort. This was effort. To be able to come in and be able to do these on these events felt so good with this. And it was just so funny. Again, good angle. It was just so funny that they were the events that I could do. I found that really amusing that they were the events that I could do. And somehow I managed to do, they were the only events that I could do of the 5 that we did on the game. It's just a weird correlation. But again, this is the mouse, so you're rapidly hitting the button, and then you've got your mouse and you push your mouse forward. There's no pull back and push forward like there is in javelin, just push forward. Again, that mouse in the wrong place, you're gonna go wrong. But this is a lot of fun. Good angle again, but not great. That thing comes down so fast, and the numbers can really reduce on that. Because with that one, with a lot of them, the good angle you're kind of creating yourself, you're pushing the mouse off and everything like that. This one, you just having to really pay attention as to how fast it's goddamn moving. If it moves down too fast and you miss it, you get a terrible angle. So you've got to constantly look at it, like here. You're just not getting it on time. Perfect angle is a far harder thing on shot put. Right, we're up to the final hit for shot put. Final hit coming up.
Let's look at the scoreboard then after that last round, and great.
We've already got the world record. The 3 throwing events, we've got the world record in each of them. And actually with not bad scores. Given that this is my first time ever playing this, again, ever playing this, to be anywhere near to the scores of anybody, I think I am so proud of, because the fact, again, I'm amusing in the average. There's a reason I'm called that name. I was up for bad gaming with the original name of the channel, if any of you have been around for long enough, because I literally can't do half this stuff. So the fact that I can get anywhere near is absolutely fantastic for me. And this is how you want to finish it, with that wrapped around you. Absolutely. Okay, so there we go. Now, the fun thing you will have noticed about that is, yeah, I had to dub over the entire goddamn episode. I literally finished, was like, oh, awesome, that was a great start to this. Like, I disconnected, you know, from the episode. Then I looked down, and to my side, I see that this mic is disconnected. So first off, first we have this not working. This messing up, having to do keyboards and mouse from day one. So already off to the bad start. And then I find I did an entire episode completely fucking muted. So I have gone over this and I have dubbed in. Well, I've not even dubbed in. I'm just calling myself an idiot for much of this, but kind of giving you an idea of what I was saying, so you don't have to. But I've left it. I've not gone over. Like I've not I did think about just, you know, I put myself over the image. I'd record myself again over the image of what I was doing. But no, I want you to see how stupid I am. I want you to see how goddamn idiotic I am and how it did not record properly. And so I'm just going to dub over it to do it. But hey, I hope you enjoyed that, though. I hope you did have some fun and see me suffering on a little bit, suffering even more with it being muted and doing okay with others. So I hope you've enjoyed that. But anyway, if you want me to play more, I'm going to be doing like 2 or 3 this week, a couple next week. But if you want me to go back to an event, you're like, hey, you did the world record on that. Go back, see if you can beat it. Let me know in the comments below and I'll give it a go. Anyway, until next time, thanks everyone.